Well, Tribute Financial, we would take great pride in customer excellence. And we would think about that in almost a three-tier approach, maybe like a triangle. And so at the base of that triangle would be the foundational things. And it might sound silly, but trust is a pretty big deal, and integrity is a pretty big deal. And product knowledge, those are prerequisites. You have to know what you're talking about, of course. But it's all those things that you should have learned in kindergarten or maybe Sunday school, right? And so do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. So that's sort of the foundation of the triangle. Then the second tier would be more of a customer service kind of thing. Think about the automated attendant. I'm always just surprised so many people use automated attendants. And have you ever met anybody that liked one? I don't like them. Press 1 for this, 2 for that, 17 for this. I get lost in the menu and I do like you. I say representative, *0, anything to get me out of the menu. So we try to do the exact opposite of that. We actually just answer our phones, and we have a person on the other end that's trying to help you. How many times have you called a place and the first thing they do is they transfer you to someplace else? That's called office hot potato. We don't play office hot potato. Try to answer the question to the best of your ability. That's why they called. Answer the phone. Those are sort of basic things. Then we get to things like all of our buildings have cameras in the hallways. So as we see our client coming down the hallway, we go to our lobby, we greet them, Mr. and Mrs. Client, we're glad you're here today. When was the last time that happened at your bank or at your doctor? That doesn't happen. And so people like to feel special, and we want them to feel special because they are. And so when you go into our conference room, we don't have to say, what would you like to drink? We know what you like to drink because you're a customer, you're important to us, and we try to go above and beyond. Then the third thing, as you get up in that triangle, the very special things, and I think they're fewer and far between, but when we're answering the phone and somebody says they have a problem with something, the easiest thing to say is, well, okay, we'll reschedule your meeting. The hardest thing to do is say, hey, let me see if I can help with that. So a classic example in our office was we had a lady called and she was teary-eyed, couldn't make her appointment. Why? Because she couldn't get her brand new garage door down, couldn't get a hold of the company. So instead of our staff saying, oh, no problem, we'll reschedule your meeting, our staff said, hold on, can you go in there and tell us what the model number is? We redirected the whole staff to start reading the manual for LiftMaster garage door openers, and we got the door down. And so we all became experts on LiftMaster. But that client never forgets that. That's that high-level service. One more I would say to you is every year in about November, we call the people that have lost a significant loved one during that time, and we call them and say, you know, this is going to be a hard season for you, and we know that, but we care about you, and you're important to us, and we want to be great advisors, but great people too, and it's going to be a hard season for you. Know that we care about you. Know that we'll be praying for you and your family, but you'll get through it, and we'll be right there by the side. And people never forget that. And meanwhile, your competition's got them in the automated attendant. Forget that. Well, when it comes to meeting with our clients, we have 4 major ways. The oldest way has been around a long time is telephone, and that works very well. The ladies tell me they like telephone because they don't have to do their hair and their makeup, and I can understand that. That's fair. That's a fair point. And so we still do telephone, but if we do that, then we send the documents ahead of time so they're looking at something and it's not only auditory. And we still do a significant amount of that. The second thing we would do would be, and we can thank, if there's one good thing that came out of the coronavirus, this might be it. We all had to learn how to do technology, so this Zoom kind of video reviews, that's become a very big thing in our practice. And we like that. I mean, it works. It works for people. They can stay in the convenience of their home. And so that's a good alternative. Of course, in person is always the best, and we try to make sure we have a few of those because in person says it's real. In a day and age when we don't trust anything anymore, we can't tell what's real and what's not. I can tell that you're standing across there from me, and that's important. So the in-person is great for the relationship. I think the fourth and final one that we use that we've had really good traction with is a hybrid meeting. So take someone that was willing to do video, but yet they really aren't comfortable with the technology. So what do? They come into our office, they sit down, we have a staff member there that's at their beck and call to fill their coffee or to go get paperwork or to point out different things. And then the advisor is actually on the screen in that conference room. That's important because Tribute Financial has 4 different offices, 3 financial and 1 tax office. And so some of them are 1,100 miles apart. So we can't always have their advisor sitting there, but we can always put them on that computer screen. And people like that. We've had great traction with that. That's our 4 ways.